It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Brasserie St. Monon in beautiful Belgium, and this is a bottle of their mix hop dry hopping. It's a 330 milliliter bottle of beer coming in at 6.5% ABV. Lovely dark brown glass. Here's the bottle cap. It's quite refreshing, really. I review an awful lot of craft beer, as you guys know. But I picked some beers from Belgium from our lovely channel sponsors, beersofeurope.co.uk, the largest online beer store in the UK with a fabulous range of beers from all around the world. beersofeurope.co.uk. If you live in the UK, you want to try some fantastic beers, then just hit their website, order some beer. Maybe you've been on holiday somewhere and you want to try, you've been stuck in the UK for a couple of years and you want to try that beer that you were drinking whilst on holiday. Then you'll probably find it on beersofeurope.co.uk. But going back to it, yeah. Woo! Wow! That's some of the best smoke we've had in ages on the channel. My goodness me. Can you see this? I half expected that to just blow up everywhere, but look how slowly this is creeping up. Here it comes, look at that. Wow. We were about to talk about, and I lost my track of thought for a minute and it's just come back to me now. I was just about to talk about how refreshing and fantastic it is to have some traditional bottles. We review a lot of craft beer on the channel, but a lot of it comes in cans now, canned craft beer. It's the type of thing I got to remember to get the bottle opener out before the reviews. But when you order, I was on their website, Beers of Europe, and I ordered some Belgian beauties, as I call them. And they're all in bottles. I think it's going to be a big ask to get some of these Belgian brewers, some of the more traditional ones, I should add, to move over to cans. I don't think it's ever going to be a thing. I think it's always going to be bottles, which I think at this stage of the craft beer scene, where we are in the world with craft beer, it's quite refreshing now to get a good bottle of Belgian beer, because everything's in can. And I think once everything goes over, it was a quite kind of a lovely niche thing to begin with, cans. But then when everyone does it, it's like everything in life, isn't it? It gets a bit boring. Everyone starts putting beer in cans. It's not a novelty anymore. It's just, oh, there's another beer, it's in a can. To the point where there's so many craft brewers now putting beers in their cans. When you get a good bottle and you see that smoke on the opening and you see it rising up the bottle slowly, it's a thing of beauty. It's a real thing of beauty. Anyway, 3-finger white head. Fluffy white head, I should add. Nice looking beer. Good levels of carbonation. Hazy amber coloured beer. Let's get the aroma. I miss Belgium so much, I really do. I miss Brussels, and it's the only place I've been to. I went somewhere else as well. I went to the Duvel Brewery. Is that in Anderlecht? Anderlecht? That's in the Netherlands. No. Antwerp. I'm sure. I think it's in Antwerp. The Duvel Brewery. I went there and I spent a lot of time in Brussels. Anyway, this smells great. Worty, malty, biscuity, hoppy, of course. It smells great. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Oh, that's really good. Ooh, traditional hopping. Traditional Belgian dry hopping, so it's peppery and spicy. Loads of peppery and spicy and slightly earthy flavours coming through on this beer. But it's got a sort of a peachy, like a peachy... It's like a peach that's been infiltrated by peppers and spice. Oh, that's really good. Really, really good. Oh. So it's a 5 hop beer. Look at that. It's also got a lemony taste to it. A nice lemony taste coming through. But don't be frustrated by the head on the beer. If you're looking at this head on the beer thinking, oh man, he's struggling to get all the beer in his glass here. This is typical Belgian beer. The typical Belgian beers, they have great big heads on them like this. They're nicely big and carbonated. What it does, that layer of head protects the beer. The air, not that I'm going to be having this beer for hours and hours. In this household, I can drink a beer in 15 minutes. So it doesn't really matter to me too much. But if you're a really, really, really slow drinker, if that head dissipated very quickly, then the beer's open to the elements. It's open to the air. The air is the worst thing for beer. I tell you, if ever you have a bottle of beer with a little, they haven't put the cap on properly, and there's air getting into the beer, ooh, that'll sour. That'll taste terrible. So what the Belgians do is that they have these big heads on their beer by adding, they're able to produce a little bit more carbonation from that classic Belgian yeast. That layer there protects the beer from the elements. So it's a perfectly normal thing for Belgian beer drinkers to expect a great big head like this on their beer. Fabulous though, St. Monon. I think this is my first beer from St. Monon Brewery, Brasserie St. Monon. This is fabulous, this mix hop, dry hopping. I'm going to say, there's no New World hops in this beer. It's classic European hops that they've used in this beer, but to a great effect. It's peppery, it's spicy, it's a little peachy, it's a little lemony. There's enough going on in this beer, there really is. I'm ready to rate it. That is beautiful. Sonnez memorable. Memorable. That is brilliant. Lovely look to the beer, lovely aroma, lovely taste. Yeah, I like that enough to give it a Stone the Crows 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. One thing I want to mention before I go, it's nicely balanced. I'm not mentioning the malt too much. It's a slightly malty over here, sweet flavour going on. What's that noise? Malty over here, bitter over here. So sweet over here, bitter over here. Nice balance to the beer. I like it enough to give it... Yeah, we've rated it 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. There's a big noise. Something's just gone bang outside my house. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers.